Our next stop is Cania Gorge, where we caught up with Melinda from the North Burnett Regional Council, who's taken some time to give us a guided tour to a couple of lookouts in the National Park.
So you got your hiking boots on, Macca?
Yeah, these are me walking thongs. Appropriate footwear is a must.
Where are we heading?
I figured we'd try Dragon Cave today, unless you're up for Castle Mountain. It's only a 22-kilometre round trip.
Well, that'd be fun.
Looking at Macca's shoes, I think we might just head for Dragon
That's
Cave.
exactly why I didn't put good shoes on, because otherwise they'd make us walk too far.
200 million years ago, this area was part of a low plain where major streams of water deposited sand eroded from distant mountains. Venturing on its paths, it's hard to ignore the contrast in terrain between Monto and the National Park.
You know, the terrain has changed so much since we come out of Monto half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago, and now we're walking through the rainforest.
Pretty much. And the wildlife you'll see is pretty unique as well.
Dragons,
Well,
because that would be unique. Unicorns.
bunyips.
Oh, you have bunyips.
Yeah, we do. We have it all.
What is the history of the place? I mean, this path. When was this put in?
Well, it was put in by Parks and Wildlife, National Parks, but years ago there was I'm talking like in the 1970s and possibly earlier, there was what we consider a tourism pioneer, Clark Bartlett. Mm-hmm. He actually used to bring tourists, or started off with his friends up here, and he'd take them for walks to different locations, and he discovered some of the caves that we'll get to have a look at as well.
Yep.
And because it's a national park, of course the Queensland government came in and then actually made it more structured with the path and all the rest of it.
If you truly enjoy nice long walks, be sure to check out the longer walking tracks.
Right, not left. You can go left if you want, but we're going right.
What's it, 700 metres that way, 1200? Yep, right.
Now we're going to do the Castle Mountain.
We're going to the shorter one.
I thought we were doing the long one.
Yeah, well, you thought wrong.
Gee, this is pretty specky, Melinda.
It is, certainly is. It's a real
Good thing we don't have to
kind of
swim
vibe.
across here.
It is cool, isn't it?
It must look amazing when, you know, you've had a downpour of rain.
Yeah, it certainly does. It's a lot more lush, and there's, you know, pools of water everywhere. And
You right?
yeah, I'm losing my shoe getting up there.
Losing your shoes?
Yep.
Oh, they're losing me.
You should have had your shoes in four-wheel drive.
No, these are Roccos. They're good for this.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Gee, look at that.
Check it out.
I'd like to say it was worth the walk, but it's not a bad view anyway.
That is one spectacular view.
Certainly has seen the embankment of Cania Gorge, just a portion of Cania Gorge, but this is Dragon Caves. This cave is billions of years old. The Indigenous people, the Grang people, used to naturally shelter in this cave, and this is the cave that's also featured on the grain solo. So from behind, looking out this way, there was a Grang elder standing roughly in this position with their grandchild, looking over the embankment and area of Cania Gorge.
So if you come up to Monto, check out the grain solo.
Yep.
Come out here, you'll see the exact same view.
Yep.
Through your own eyes.
Yep.
It's not a bad view either. Yep. Another couple hundred metres and you'd have been dragging me up here, I reckon.
Well, we're going to drag you along to the next one.
All right then, I'm looking forward to it actually. You want to give me a piggyback?
No.
The gorge was at some point home to the First Nations people, and as you walk along the trails, there's plenty of lasting reminders of their stay and cultural imprint.
Oh, a bit of art on the rock, is that original?
Yes, this part is original.
Wow.
Except for that etching, which might not be when somebody's put their initial on there.
JM, if you're watching today, cut it out, not on. And even if you're not JM and you've got the urge to do this stuff, leave it alone.
After 2 kilometres of inclined tracks, we were finally at our next stop, an observation deck with a stunning view of the valley.
Wow,
how
Lee.
could you not?
Oh, that's unbelievable. It's really a beautiful town, and there's just so much to see. If only more people would get off the Bruce Highway.
That's
And-
right. Yeah, get off the Bruce Highway, get in there and go up through the Burnett. Fantastic. So much to do and see.
And it's not far off the Bruce Highway. Not far at all.
Can I do one thing before we go?
Depends what it is.
Can I go over to the edge there? Hang on to this. Hang on a sec.